We got a bidet!
A fine addition to my collection.
Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at some Black Series figures. We haven't done this in a while, and so we actually got a couple recently, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Our first two figures are actually kind of the same dude, just different figures, if you will. I don't know how to explain that. But our first one is from The Mandalorian, even though this character with this getup was in another show as well. But it is the Boba Fett Tython. Tython. So we can see by the little strip down here that it's specifically from The Mandalorian. So this is from Season 2 when Mando shows up, you know, when Grogu's doing his thing and helps Mando take out a handful of stormtroopers. We do get two weapons. We get the rifle and a gaffy stick, which is really cool. And then his clothing is actual cloth, so that's really nice. Let's get a little bit more visual there of what's going on with the figure. And then we got the side. So again, if you have all the Mandalorian figures, or at least have a couple in sequential order, you'd be able to put them together and make the picture. This is number 16 in the Mandalorian set. So there's the back. And there's the bio. Now I mentioned that the first two figures were kind of the same thing. The next one is from the Book of Boba Fett. And we just had Boba from Tython a second ago. This is the Mac Daddy Boba Fett figure. We get a whole bunch of stuff with it. Again, this is from the actual show, the Book of Boba Fett, not the Mandalorian, because we do, you know, see him in his getup in the Mandalorian as well. But we got a lot of stuff with this one. We got two of his blasters, one blaster pistol, one blaster rifle. We get the removable helmet and removable jetpack as well. So it's really cool that we're able to, you know, if you want him with his helmet on, you can put it on. If you want it off, you can take it off. You know, really cool customizability there. We do have the side with Boba. He is number 2 in the Book of Boba Fett figures. Here is the overall backside and his bio. The last two I have for you are both holiday exclusives, which is pretty cool. I like that the Black Series figures are kind of, you know, changing it up a little bit and doing some unique things with the figures. The first one is actually our first ever figure that we got that you can't see the figure, because some of the figures are now transitioning to no plastic packaging, which is fine, but at the same time, one of the problems is that you don't get to see the figure on the inside, so you don't get to see any defects. So like in the past, we had the figure Saw Gerrera, and when we went to purchase Saw Gerrera at the store, his piece on his chest, like the piece that helps him breathe, some of the figures, it was actually broken off inside of the packaging, whereas the one that we got was attached properly. So don't know how we feel about these Black Series figures moving towards this no plastic packaging, just because, one, you don't know the condition of the figure. Even though it is new, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's really nice. I've seen brand new Star Wars figures where their lightsabers are bent on the inside. Like, what in the world? But this first one that we got for the next two, which are holiday themed, this one is the Halloween figure. At least one of them. I think there's a couple. This is the Clone Trooper Halloween edition. You can see a little bit more of a close-up here. got basically a clone trooper and then what kind of looks like glow-in-the-dark skeleton on his armor. And then we also got like a little zombie porg looking thing there in his hands, which is pretty cool. There's the side of the box. I do see they do put the porg down there too. That's kind of funny. But we got the back side as well. It's not really a bio, but it does explain a little bit of what's going on here. Then our last figure that we got today, again, is a holiday one. It is not plastic free, so we do get to see what's on the inside. Interestingly enough, it's kind of like the Halloween one, but the Christmas version of it. So this one is the holiday edition of Phase 2 Clone Trooper. So what do I mean by what I just said? Well, it's a clone trooper, and we got a porg. So both holiday editions. The holiday thing that has to do with this trooper is that he looks like a gingerbread cookie. His armor is gingerbread looking. And then the porg, I think, just has a holiday outfit on. It's got really, really blue eyes. I don't know if we can see that very clearly, but he does come with a blaster. The blaster actually looks like a Nerf gun version because it's got that orange tip. That's kind of interesting. Really nothing on the side except for if you were giving this as a gift, it does have a to and from tag on the side where it is written in Arabic. So the top one is to, and then you can put whoever's name, and then from yourself, I'm assuming. But if the person you're giving this to is like me, it is do not write on my action figures. That would not be very good as far as collector's point of view. And then we got the backside here, which just like the Halloween one, kind of explains what's going on with this figure. Alright everybody, that about wraps it up for us today. We took a look at 4 of our most recent Star Wars Black Series figures that we picked up. I probably at some point we'll do one of the unboxings of one of the plastic free ones just to see the quality of the figure on the inside. I know it's going to be hit or miss depending on which one that you pick up, because you know, I could purchase one, unbox it, and it'd be totally fine. And then you go and purchase one and unbox it, and it is, I don't know, the wrong figure. And even at that point, if it's the wrong figure, you know, sometimes they say that misprints are collectible. Well, now your box is open, and then you have no proof that that was the one on the inside. So things are crazy right now with the plastic free, and you know, it's what do I do with it kind of a thing. If you're a collector, take their word for it, and maybe it's not even in there, or do you open it up and see what's inside? So hopefully we'll unbox one of those in the future. I really like the holiday figures just to see the fun twists that they put on them, both the Halloween and the holiday / Christmas one. And then the Boba Fett's really, really cool. I almost feel like they could make the Tython one and just slap a Book of Boba Fett label over it just because he looked that same way in the Book of Boba Fett. But I'm sure they have that in the works. Alright, so if you enjoy this type of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way you are notified when more of our videos about our recently picked up Black Series figures drop. Please drop us a like if you like the video, and drop us a comment letting us know what figures you have picked up recently, or which ones that you thought are really cool that you saw at the store. And if you've purchased one of the plastic free ones, let us know how the quality of your figure was inside the box. And then, as always everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.